Greetings everyone, brothers and sisters. I am Dragonfly and I'm so excited to be doing this video because it's been years of me being fearful of speaking my message in public, and today was a big shift in energy, and for some reason I don't feel fear anymore and I feel stronger. So I'm Andrea Sadler. My other name is Dragonfly. That's my spirit name. And I've been leading women's circles, and I'm a transformational coach. And I'm also a filmmaker and an actress, public speaker, and artist, traveler, gypsy soul. And I'm very passionate about consciousness. And I'm excited about this time because I am a stellium Aquarian, which means I have 6 planets in Aquarius. And the time that we're entering right now, Pluto is shifting into Aquarius. And it's been in Capricorn, but now it's shifting into Aquarius. So I'm so excited because for my whole life, I've felt like people laugh at me for my esoteric beliefs. I've been judged for being a mystic. I have been laughed at as being too woo-woo. And now at 61 years old, I will be 62 on February 7th, I finally don't feel fear anymore. I feel courageous, and I'm so excited to share what I have to share. And one of the things that I have to share is that I've been leading women's circles on a monthly basis, and I had to take a break from them in 2023 because I was going through very intense emotional grief, and I was unable to show up each month the way I needed to for my circles. But now I'm feeling stronger, and the grief is starting to fade a little bit. So I'm back with sister circles. So we're going to have every month virtual circle. And usually it's intimate with just maximum 12 women. On average, 6 to 8 women come, but sometimes we've had as many as 12. And I keep it that size because we share intimately from our heart. And the whole concept of sister circle is that rather than being sisters who are stabbing each other in the back, as I've experienced in my life many times in the past, we are now in the Aquarian age of really stepping into community as your authentic individual self. And it's no longer a time of competition, but it's a time of collaboration. And this is the energy that we're going to be experiencing more and more with the Aquarian age, of all being about humanitarianism, the collective. It's also about being uniquely you, and kind of like, I want to say, flying your freak flag so you can step up into the circle, bringing your special gifts. And that's why I'm excited about this month's circle, because the theme is Priestess Activation. And I've always felt this connection to the priestess archetype. Since I was, in my 20s, I've always been fascinated by the concept of the priestess being the one to, lead the rituals, have the connection with the spirit, with divine source. And for this patriarchy that we've been in, it's often been through men the priests that you have to come to speak to God. And you can't speak to God directly because, the patriarchy set it up this way so that they could control people. And now there is more and more of a spiritual awakening collectively, and we are being called to embody our souls more and more and live in the place of the heart and the soul and be led by the heart and the soul. So I invite you to join me on Sunday, January 21st, which is coming up next Sunday, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to meet on Zoom. And we are going to explore this theme of the priestess. And one of the beautiful thing about the priestess archetype is that the priestess leads the rituals and makes every day sacred. So this is a call for everyone to, really embody this energy of the priestess who makes every day sacred. So we're going to be doing different exercises, different sharing, different ritual meditation. And my hope is that you will feel more connected to your intuition, more connected to divine source, more connected to the feminine energy of love, compassion, receptivity, vulnerability, nurturing yourself and others, and connecting with the divine. So I'm going to just pull a card from the Divine Feminine cards, which is by Megan Watterson. They're beautiful cards. Let's just see what card comes up for us with a message. Spirit guides, angels, enlightened ones, what message do you have for us? Oh, I love this. So it's Bridget. And Bridget is the goddess of the eternal flame. Look at that. And the mantra of, or energy of Bridget, or what you could say, is, I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter and brighter. And I love this because, I chose to do this video in front of my fireplace, and I lit a candle. I burned some sage earlier as well before I began this. And here she is, Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame. And that is something that can remind us that we are light. The light resides within us. There is an incredible TV series right now called The Light Which You Cannot See. And it's in the wartime about a blind woman who is a radio broadcaster, and she's listening to a professor who shares these wise words. And that's what I've been interested in, is energy, the light which we cannot see, that which we cannot see but we can only feel through love, through compassion, through empathy, and just through sensing. And when I was the idea that we are the light is not just a abstract idea. In fact, when I was pregnant years ago, I'm 60, almost 62 now, so when I was much younger, at the moment of conception, I actually felt inside of me a spark. And it was like a very strong, it just felt like a spark that connected. And I said to my boyfriend at the time, I think we just conceived. And I've thought about that so many times because it was a direct physical experience that I had to understand that we are light. And as we evolve and we're entering this new time of spiritual awakening more and more and more, we are going to become luminous ones, because we're going to remember that we are energy, we are light, and that yes, we have a physicality to us, but beyond that, we are also the spark of God and the spark of life. And each, when you think about every cell in our body, we're like 99.9% space, right? So, so what are we really? We're always changing, And what's most important on our path is that we remember who we are so we can shine our inner being out to the world. And so there's a beautiful song called I Am Light. And I'll put the link to that song. It's just a gorgeous song to remember that you are light. And when you join my sister circle, I speak a lot about these things. And my mission as a transformational coach is to help people remember that not only are they human, but they are also soul and source and divine source, that we are connected to divine source because we are one. And we come from our mothers and then we return, but it's this natural process of everything coming from the earth and being born and then dying. And so where am I going with this is just that we are living in a time when there's so much division and polarity and fear that things are out of balance in the global scale. Everything's out of balance, but it's part of this process that we're in of transforming from the 3D consciousness to a 5D consciousness. So even though it seems like things are really, really bad, which they are in terms of, wars going on and people don't seem to have a lot of treat each other with respect on social media, or people just seem like they can say whatever they want without thinking about someone else's feelings. And so it's kind of like this, the old paradigm is trying to keep control. But we are shifting into this new frequency, a new vibration, a new consciousness. And the living in the 3D is very much like just the physical world, whereas 4D includes the heart. And when you enter into the 5D consciousness, you start to feel this state of oneness and energy, understanding that you're an energetic being. And you start to have more compassion for those around you that are not maybe in that consciousness yet, or they're struggling, or they're suffering. So I hope you join me on Sunday, January 21st for Sister Circle. And I will be sharing more on this channel and pulling more cards and offering more classes, etc. But each month I will have a sister circle, and I would just love you to join us. I have witnessed women transform as they come each month to Sister Circle, as they begin to trust other women, and we share deeply, because there's still so much of that energy of competition. And I used to be terrified of fully becoming myself, because when I did something extraordinary, like make a documentary film, I was attacked by women, right? Women saying, "Who do you think you are?" And really, I never saw myself as being better than anyone else. I just do what I do, and I'm inspired by what I'm inspired by, and follow my soul and what I'm called to do. So it's really not about, upping one another. It's about like taking each other's hands and saying, let's do this together. We can do this together. And for all the women who have suffered any sister wounding in your life, joining Sister Circle will heal the sister wound. I promise you it will. So I wish you namaste and Happy New Year to everybody. It's going to be an amazing year, but intense. So stay strong, stay centered, and join me in my Facebook group, Dragonfly Sistership, where I offer free meditation, free classes, and where I make my announcements for upcoming workshops and programs. All the best to you, and remember to keep the fire within you alive, because you are the light. And during the dark times, you can lead others and follow your own light, right? Be the beacon. All right. Namaste.